Prime Minister Modi has arrived in Bengaluru and he will be inaugurating a series of major public transport projects which are poised to reshape the city's connectivity. His schedule there includes flagging off Vande Bharat Express trains, inaugurating the yellow line of Bengaluru Metro and laying the foundation stone for phase 3 of the metro network. Prime Minister Narendra Modi will be flagging off 3 Vande Bharat Express trains at KSR Bengaluru Railway Station. These include the KSR Bengaluru Belagavi service, Sri Mata Vaishno Devi Katra Amritsar service and Nagpur Pune service. A total number of Vande Bharat trains will now go up to 150 with the inauguration. Prime Minister Modi will then be inaugurating the 19-kilometer long yellow line of Bengaluru Metro from RV Road to Bommasandra, which will connect key residential, commercial and industrial hubs across 16 stations. The project cost around 7,160 crore under phase 2 of the metro project. The yellow line will take Bengaluru's operational metro network to over 96 kilometers, benefiting lakhs of daily commuters. The Prime Minister will also take a metro ride from RV Road to Electronic City, one of the city's busiest IT corridors. He will wrap up his visit by addressing a public gathering in the city. I'm continuing my discussion with Dr. Baswaraj Itnal, senior journalist from Karnataka. Sir, coming back to you, Prime Minister Narendra Modi's visit highlights a major development push in Karnataka, like we have been, discussing. Sir, do such high-profile inaugurations and infrastructure projects, will they really help strengthen BJP's political standing in Karnataka?
Absolutely. For any government, this kind of infrastructure push, at least being seen as instrumental in such major infrastructural projects, definitely helps the image of any political party. And that too, when BJP and especially Narendra Modi's government facing charges from the state that they have done little to state, and there have been various, like we discussed earlier, there were disputes of fund allocation and developmental discrimination to the state. In that backdrop, if you see Prime Minister Modi...
Baswaraj Itnal, my sincere apologies. I'll have to cut you short. We are getting live visuals there from Bengaluru. Prime Minister Narendra Modi flagging off the Vande Bharat train in Bengaluru. These, in fact, are the live visuals there. Prime Minister Narendra Modi is in Karnataka, flagging off 3 Vande Bharat trains in Bengaluru. There we can see a rush of people there has, in fact, to just greet the Prime Minister, to catch a glimpse of Prime Minister Narendra Modi. It's a day-long visit of the Prime Minister to Karnataka. And Prime Minister Narendra Modi there has now flagged off 3 Vande Bharat Express trains at KSR Railway Station. They also include Bengaluru to Belagavi, Amritsar to Sri Mata Vaishno Devi Katra and Nagpur to Pune. And very shortly there, we also are seeing visuals of Prime Minister Modi inside the metro speaking to these students, the future of our country. Very intrigued there, Prime Minister also trying to understand what is exactly their thinking of these projects. And in fact, this is one of the USPs of the Prime Minister. There we can see him also speaking with such depth with these children and trying to understand what exactly is going on in their head. There, Prime Minister Narendra Modi also taking out a moment to greet the public there, which has arrived in large number, the crowd which has arrived in large number to catch a glimpse of the Prime Minister. Prime Minister Modi will also be flagging off yellow line of Bangalore Metro and undertake a metro ride from RV Road, Ragigudda to Electronic City Metro Station. The Prime Minister will also be inaugurating and laying the foundation stone of urban connectivity projects in Bengaluru, and he will also be addressing a public gathering very shortly. In fact, let me quickly go across to my colleague Vajiullah, who joins me live with more details on the same. Vaji, a very good afternoon to you. You're right there on ground zero. Do tell us what exactly is happening there. Prime Minister has flagged off these Vande Bharat. We can see him interacting with these children also. Take us through what exactly is happening.
It's the most awaited moment for Bengalurians. They've been waiting for the opening of Yellow Line. We've seen how there were agitations, there were work between both the state and the centre And now finally the Prime Minister is here. On stage, you can see the governor and everybody present to inaugurate the yellow line yellow line for Bengaluru. Apart from that, we are also seeing the inauguration of the Vande Bharat train to Belagavi also, which was something that was the most awaited. But the crowd that is present here in numbers just to see the Prime Minister is overwhelming, highlighting the fact that the support for the Prime Minister still reigns in the city of Bengaluru because a yellow line is a very significant line. It starts from RV Road till Bommasandra, making sure that it relieves the traffic for at least more than 20 kilometers is something that was awaited. We've seen a protest done by Tejasvi Surya a few months back, indicating that the project should be launched immediately. Today, also, when the inauguration is done, there are still a few things that are still need to be put in place in the metro, like the number of trains that has to be increased. This time around, with the fewer trains, they have started the yellow line, so there will be a lot of time frequency between these trains. But the good news is that at least after a very long time, the metro line is ready, and the foundation for the next phase of metro construction has also been laid down by the Prime Minister. So the path of progress has been laid in Bengaluru. It may take some time, but it is sure that it will be as fruitful as the yellow line inauguration that has been done. Vande Bharat trains have also been inaugurated. One that goes to Belagavi, Amritsar, Katra for Vaishnavi pilgrimage. So all these things have been a part of the program of the Prime Minister, and he will also be going to address the students in some time, and that is also part of the program. And by around 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, the Prime Minister will then leave Bengaluru. So it was a half-day event of the Prime Minister in Bengaluru. He spoke to the people. The BJP had also planned various the spots where the Prime Minister would go and speak to the general public. And that is how the program was planned for the Prime Minister, Neha.
Right, Vajay, before I let you go, I have one more quick question for you. You know, how are these new metro lines and Vande Bharat trains really expected to impact daily commuters and regional connectivity?
No, it's going to have a huge impact because, as we all know, Bangalore is a chock-a-block city with a lot of traffic snarls everywhere, and with the constructions of metro that has come by, it has almost reduced the problem of traffic by 15% because most people who are going to the IT sectors, who are going to offices, the industrial areas, and are living within the city now prefer to go by metro because it will otherwise take them 2 hours or 1.5 hours to reach there, but the metro promises to make them reach there in 30 minutes. And with last mile connectivity also being there at these places is something that adds on to that comfort. People will not have to wait in traffic for that long. And now the Bommasandra line is also, the yellow line is also something that will add on to the southwest region to various parts of the city. So this is a welcome move and a most awaited thing for Bengaloreans because a lot of people who work on the other side of the city, which contains the RV Road, the Jayadeva Road, did not have connectivity. They've been waiting for a metro line for that part of the area. And now with the yellow line ready, though there will be less trains initially, but in the coming days, that also will increase. But the path of progress for that area has also begun. Commute will now become easy. It will also lessen the burden of traffic at least by 10 to 15% is what is expected because after the inauguration of the previous line, we've seen a dip in traffic by a considerable amount of 20%. And now with this more, we might see more changes because if we understand the psychology of the Karnataka audience, they would prefer a public transport more than going by themselves on the road for all they know that they are bound to get traffic. So this is something that was most awaited and also adds on to the charm of the infrastructure that Bengaluru has when it comes to these kind of modern amenities. But when it comes to road and its other infrastructure, that is a disappointing one. So this is something that Bengalurians have been waiting for. And right now with the Prime Minister's flag off, it is all in motion, Neha.